Good day, it is April the 21st. 2 months till summer, isn't that wonderful? And today we're going to finish up John 18, doing verses 39 and 40, just 2 verses, and Proverbs 21. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Begin John 18, starting at 39, doing 40, and then tomorrow we'll go to the next chapter. But you have a custom that I should release someone to you at the Passover. Do you therefore want me to release the King of the Jews? 40. Then they all cried again, saying, Not this man, but Barabbas. Now Barabbas was a robber. Okay, verse 39. But you have a custom that I should release someone to you at the Passover. Do you therefore want me to release to you the King of the Jews? He's saying this in contempt. The custom is only mentioned in the Gospels. There's no other record of it, so it just he might have been trying to placate him or something. I don't know. Verse 40. Then they all cried again, saying, Not this man, but Barabbas. Now, Barabbas was a robber. Barabbas was a robber. He was a revolution. He engaged in revolution. He was a murderer, sedition, and Barabbas did what Jesus refused to do. He led a rebellion. Jesus didn't do that. I think it's ironic that Jesus was convicted for rebellion and crucified for rebellion, and they freed the one that was actually guilty of rebellion. Proverbs 21. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh. As the water courses, he turneth it whithersoever he will. It's like, think of a soaker hose moving from various parts of the garden. That's what he's doing. He's watering the parts of a person's heart that he wants. 2. Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but Yahweh weighs the hearts. You may think you're doing right. You may convince others you're doing right. You may even deceive yourself when you're doing right. But God weighs the spirits and weighs your heart to find out the real reason. 3. To do righteousness and justice is more acceptable to Yahweh than sacrifice. Obedience is better than apologizing. 4. A hot look and a proud heart. The tillage of the wicked is sin. You reap what you sow. 5. The thoughts of the diligent tend only to plenteousness, but everyone that is hasty hastens only to want. Steady, consistent work will result in abundance. Get-rich-quick schemes lead to poverty, so they really get poor-quick schemes. 6. The getting of treasures by a lying tongue is a vapor driven to and fro. They that seek them seek death. Yeah, don't lie to get your stuff, because it won't be yours. 7. The violence of the wicked shall drag them away, because they refuse to do justly. 8. The way of a man is froward and strange, but as for the pure, his work is right. 9. It is better to dwell in the corner of a housetop than a house in common with a contentious woman. Yeah, peace and quiet is better than fighting. 10. The soul of the wicked desireth evil. His neighbors find no favor in his eyes. Evil has no friends. 11. When the scorner is punished, the thoughtless is made wise. When the wise is instructed, he receiveth knowledge. The thoughtless in this case is simple. So when the scorner is punished, the simple is going to look on at him and go, I'm not going to do that. 12. The righteous one considereth the house of the wicked, overthrowing the wicked to their ruin. 13. So stoppeth his ears at the eyes of the poor, cry of the poor. He shall also cry out himself, but shall not be answered. If you don't show mercy, if you don't show compassion, if you don't show love, you shall not receive them. 14. A gift in secret pacifieth anger, and the presence of the bosom, strong wrath. This is a matter of apologies. not bribery. To do 15. To do justly is joy to the righteous, but ruin to the workers of iniquity. 16. The man that strayeth out of the way of understanding shall rest in the congregation of the shades. 17. He that loveth pleasure shall be a poor man. He that loveth wine and oil shall not be rich, because they lead to all sorts of problems. 18. The wicked is ransom for the righteous, and the faithless come instead of the upright. 19. It is better to dwell in a desert land than with contentious and fretful woman. Again, peace and quiet is better than fighting. 20. There is desirable treasure and oil in the dwelling of the wise, but a foolish man swallows it up, spends all his money. 21. He that followeth after righteousness and mercy findeth life, prosperity, and honor. Obedience is life, is love. 22. A man scaleth the city of the mighty, and bringeth down the stronghold which he trusteth. Wise beats strength. Wisdom beats strength. A wise man scaleth, if I didn't say it that way. 23. Whoso keepeth his mouth and tongue keepeth his soul from troubles. Yeah, don't blab too much. You get in trouble. 24. A proud and haughty man, scorner is his name. Even he that dealeth in overbearing pride. 25. The desire of the slothful killeth him, for his hands refuse to labor. Laziness equals death. 26. There is that coveteth greedy all the day long, but the righteous giveth and spareth not. If you covet, you will lose. If you're generous, you will gain. Providing, you do it because you love God. 27. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination. How much more will he bringeth with the proceeds of wickedness? It's not sincere. It's bribery. It's trying to bribe God into doing something, or not doing something. 28. A false witness shall perish, but a man that obeyeth shall speak unchallenged. 29. A wicked man hardeneth his face, but as for the upright, he looketh well to his way. If you ignore those in need, you are wicked. 30. There's no wisdom, nor understanding, nor counsel against Yahweh. You can't beat God. And 31. The horse is prepared against the day of battle, but the victory is of Yahweh. The victory belongs to the Lord. I hope you've been blessed by this reading. May the Lord richly bless you. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Remember, Jesus loves you, so do I.